Come in. Hello, Roger.
Hello, Dr. Braintree.
Hello. Come
I'm
in.
so sorry I'm late.
That's quite all right.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank
Would you
you.
like to sit down, or would you prefer to lie?
I'll sit, thank
Right,
you.
well, sit right down. Now, tell me, how are you in yourself?
Well, I'm really feeling rather in the pink.
Oh, this is terrific.
Yes. It's funny, really. You know, if anybody had told me that talking to psychiatrists would have helped me at all, I'd have laughed in their faces, you know. But I can honestly say that our little chats together have really been a tremendous benefit to me.
I'm so glad, Roger. Of course, a lot of people are instinctively very suspicious of psychiatry, and possibly, you know, with reason, but it can help in times.
Well, I really think it can, because, you know, I've got so much more self-confidence now.
Yes.
I'm much less self-conscious in the company of the opposite sex, which I wasn't, as you know.
You're less inhibited, are you?
I should say.
Good, this is terrific.
And the wonderful thing is, really, about it all, I'm in love.
Well, this is wonderful news, Roger. You're in love with a woman?
Yes.
Oh, so much the better. That's terrific.
You know, it's so wonderful to be in love. I can't tell you the absolute joy I have.
Well, love is a wonderful thing. I've been there myself. It's a wonderful thing.
I mean, she's this girl, this creature, this goddess.
Yes.
She's so, you know, it's so right. Everything is so wonderful.
Yes.
You know.
You really click together.
Yes. Oh, it's so marvelous. But the only trouble is that apart from this wonderful, light-hearted love that I have, I seem to be saddled with this tremendous, burning sense of guilt.
You have guilt as well as love. Well, this is unfortunate, Roger. You know, sex is the most natural, healthy thing in the world. There's no reason at all to have any guilt about it. I mean, why would you have guilt about sex? It's a lovely, beautiful thing, Roger.
Well, it's not really as simple as that. You know, it's rather difficult to explain. I don't really know where to start.
Well, begin at the beginning. That's always the best place. What's the girl's name?
Stephanie.
Stephanie. That's a lovely name, isn't it? Well, it's my wife's name, in fact, isn't it?
Yes. It's Stephanie.
Yes, it's Stephanie.
No, it's Stephanie.
Yes, it's Stephanie, Roger.
Yes, it's Stephanie. It's your wife.
Oh, you're
Stephanie.
in love with my wife, Stephanie?
Yes.
Well, this is a perfectly understandable thing, Roger. She's a very attractive woman. I married her myself. I don't see why you should feel upset about that.
But she's in love with me.
Well, this again is perfectly understandable, Roger. I mean, you're a perfectly attractive human being, as I've told you over the last few weeks. There's nothing repulsive about you, is there? There's no reason why a highly sexed woman such as Stephanie shouldn't fall in love with you. And I must explain to you, Roger, that I'm a very busy man. I have many, many patients to see. I see rather less of my wife, perhaps, than I should. And I think it's very understandable that she should seek some sort of companionship outside the marriage. I don't think that's unreasonable
But
at all.
she's not seeking anything outside marriage, Dr. Braintree, and nor am I. We want to get married.
Well, this again, I think, is perfectly understandable. After all, you're two young people in love. You want to manifest your love feelings within the confines of a bourgeois society through marriage. I think this is very appropriate.
The other thing is, you see, I should feel so grateful to you for what you've done for me, and all I can feel is this burning jealousy. I can't bear the thought of you touching her.
Well, of course you can't. I can understand it. One is tremendously possessive about someone one loves. One is tremendously possessive. It would be unhealthy not to have this jealousy reaction, Roger.
But don't you see, I hate you for it.
Of course you hate me,
for being
Roger.
so near her.
Yes, of course you hate me, Roger. You love to hate the one who loves the one you hate to love to love. This is a very old rule, Roger. There's nothing to feel ashamed about. It's absolutely reasonable.
Don't you understand? I want to kill you.
Of course you want to kill me, because by killing me, Roger, you eradicate the one you hate. This is a perfectly natural reaction, Roger.
You're so reasonable, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
You understand it all so much. You're so logical.
Yes, I am. It's my
I'm going to
job,
have to
Roger.
kill you now.
Roger, this is a little inconvenient because I have another patient at 6:30 and then there's somebody else at 7 after that. I wonder if you could make it sometime next week. Could you make it early in the week, say?
When do you think?
How are you fixed on Wednesday morning, say at 9:30? Would that be convenient?
Yes, that's perfect.
Right, well, if you could pop along at 9:30 and kill me then.
Once again, Dr. Braintree, I'm amazed, really. I'm so grateful to you for, showing me the way.
It's what I'm here for, Roger.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And with a bit of luck, this should be the last time you need to visit me.
Come in. Rollins.
You sent for me, sir?
Yes, I did indeed, Rollins. Rollins, I had a rather disappointing piece of news this morning.
Sir?
As you know, 3 generations of Rawlings have brought distinction and credit to this school. Your father, your grandfather, and your great-grandfather have all in their time been head boy of the school. You yourself are in line for this privilege when Whitwell leaves the school next year and goes up to Oxford to study forestry. However, Rawlins, I was very disappointed to hear from Mr. Esprit, the physical training master, that a pair of very valuable gymnasium slippers disappeared from the stockrooms Tuesday last and reappeared in your desk next door to a spick and span summer extra annual for 1958.
Yes, sir, and a copy of Razzle, sir.
And a copy of Razzle, Rawlins?
Sir.
Well, thank goodness you're man enough and honest enough to admit that. Some consolation in this sordid little affair, Rawlins. Rawlins, do you have any explanation for the appearance of these slippers in your desk other than the one that immediately springs to mind?
No, sir, I wanted the slippers, sir, and I took them.
You wanted the slippers, Rawlins, and you took them?
Sir.
Rawlins, do you realize what would happen if in this world people took exactly what they wanted?
Sir.
We'd be living in a state of anarchy. The whole moral fibre of society would fall apart. You feel you're in some way unique and divorced from this basic moral law?
No, sir.
Ah. Well, Rawlins, I'm afraid there's only one course open to me. I'm going to have to punish you very severely. I'm going to have to ask you to bend over and take 6 of the best.
Yes, sir. Could I just say one thing, sir?
Well, come on, Rawlins, up with it.
Well, although I did take the slippers, sir, and although I deserve to be punished, sir, you're quite right, and you're much older and wiser than I am, sir.
Come on, Rawlins.
I'm much bigger than you are, sir. And if you lay a finger on me, I'll smash your stupid little face in.
Rawlins, this puts a completely different complexion. I mean, my dear chap, why didn't you tell me all this before? I'd like you to accept on behalf of the school this packet of cigarettes, smoke them in the lavatory at your inconvenience. Also, this £5 note, go down to the tuck shop and do what you will with it. Also, this rather beautifully bound book, Razzle 1956, I don't think you've got that one. Well, you're a credit to the school, Rawlins. Run along now, it's a privilege to work with you.
Thank
Come
you,
along,
sir.
little boy. Yes.